Hi, it's Carolyn and Michelle, aka LA Triathlete and Fuel My Run. And we're going off course.
Hello. Oh my god, I can hear you. Hello. Hold on. Hi. There it goes. Okay. I have a life-ruining. Actually, you can't see it that bad. I have a life-ruining zit on my face right now, but I can cover it with the microphone. I put makeup on too.
Literally can't see it. Is it a crater or like just like a little guy?
So I had my whole life struggled with acne, and like I feel like in the last year, I don't know. I moved into this apartment. Actually, I was like 2.5 years ago, and it went away.
You're blaming the
and
apartment?
I'm blaming the apartment. Like the old apartment was a
Okay.
brand new building, so like, but I'm blaming the water. It's my theory. Was that like the shower water was like harder there or something in downtown LA, and then I moved here and it just kind of like went away. But I still get like every so often I'll just get like a life ruiner, where it's just like
I
it
kind of feel
hurts.
that.
You know what I mean?
It's
yeah,
like
and
a
then
deep
it's like
one.
it's so deep, and it was like I have this problem too. Like I pop them. You're not supposed to, but like even if it's not like ready
I
to be
always
popped,
pop
I'm
them.
like fucking just getting in there and squeezing it.
Like
and
why
squeezing
why
it.
not pop them? Why not
That's
pop
what I'm
it?
saying. Thank you. And this one wasn't ready to pop, but I popped it anyway, and then it just like it's been popped for days, and now it's just like a fucking scar, like a huge scab on my face. So
I feel like we've
Yeah.
talked about popping pimples, but I love when Dov has a big one.
I can't do other
He-
people's.
Oh
Really?
my
Yeah.
God. Okay, can't relate. Oh yeah, I'm like Jordan. I forget what episode that was, but I'm like Jordan. I love to
He, like-
pop them.
Oh, he doesn't either. He likes to shave my face.
Oh, okay. I mean,
That's what
like
he
same
does.
category though of weird.
Same category for sure. Yeah, Jordan
so
would
you
never.
do not like Dr. Pimple Popper.
I like I weirdly I think I don't know. It's like a weird like I can't
It's
look
like-
away,
it's like
but
a
like I don't want to
release.
look. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it really grosses me out, and sometimes I'm like, yeah.
What's the psychology behind that? I wonder.
don't know. I want to know too. But yeah, I can't. Like I don't even think Jordan would never pop my zit. I don't even think he pops his own zits. But he's a good good person in that way. But like I love popping
A
mine
good person.
when it's just like
Well, maybe the zit is related to tapering and the
think-
stress of the race
Yes.
coming up.
we're blaming everything on taper. Literally
You have
everything.
to.
I
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
And it's funny, I was telling Michelle this morning in a voice memo, it's like, I'm only, because we talked about this in the last episode, I only do a 1-week taper. And so I'm only a couple days in to taper, air quotes, but every day's been normal. Like, Saturday was a hard bike ride. Sunday was a shorter, like a normal, like a 10-mile long run, which was what I was doing before. And then Monday rest day. And then yesterday was a swim and a trainer ride. It's just like nothing on my schedule has really changed. Like maybe my trainer ride was shorter than normal. And then the rest of the week, it's going to be like easy. But I'm like, does my body even know I'm tapering yet? But I'm still blaming everything on taper.
I mean, you have
You know?
to. I mean, your long runs
Yeah.
are well, actually, you
That's
literally
true.
like haven't even tapered yet.
That's true. And like, I mean, when I was training just for 70.3, like 10 to 12 was my long run. But like going from 20, 16, 17, 18, 17, whatever, back to 10, maybe
But you
my
had
body
like the
does know I'm
super hard
tapering.
bike ride, like the
Yeah, that's true.
4-hour intense bike ride right before. Can't
Yeah, but
relate.
maybe my body knows I'm tapering because of my 10-mile long run. Who knows?
Okay,
I don't know. I
maybe.
feel like weird
Well,
today. I think I'm overthinking everything. Like I've been
It's hard to know if
great.
it's taper or if it's like period.
Yeah. Not
Okay, so
Yeah.
you've been sleeping great though. You've been posting that on Instagram. Like you're like
Oh, yeah.
prepped and ready.
which is
Right.
weird because I feel like again, it's taper. So I should be sleeping worse, right? If I'm expending less energy throughout the day. But man, I've been sleeping like a fucking baby. And then today I woke up
Maybe
and
you need it.
maybe I did. Maybe my body's restoring itself. That's what taper is, right?
Why do you say it like that?
I don't know.
My body is restoring. It's like you're
It's-
preaching to the choir. It's
I am.
restoring itself. It is reviving.
I'm telling my cat.
Grading. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm preaching to my cat. She's right here.
Which one?
Juno. They're
Oh.
both like on one today. Like very, very needy. I'm not mad though.
I don't have Napa today. She's at her dog sitters. So no barking in this episode. Ayo.
I'll bark.
Okay. Yeah.
Woof, woof, woof. But yeah,
Juno
I don't know. I
starts
just
barking.
felt like heart rate's good, HRV's good, and then today I was like sitting there and I was like, I feel kind of weird, and I was like, oh no, I hope I'm not getting sick. I don't know. I'm overthinking everything. I like sneezed and I was like, oh my God, this is the end of the world.
So
I sneeze
freaking
every day.
relatable.
Right?
So relatable.
It's fine. All good though. All good.
I'm
So
really
yeah, the
excited
rest
for
of the
you.
week, chilling. I think today's just, let me look at my training peaks. We love taper.
Watch, you have like a 20-mile run. You're like, oh, maybe I'm not.
I haven't
tapering.
even, I know, I'm like, I haven't even looked at it. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought it was going to be a recovery run. It's a fartlek.
Oh, well, maybe it's like an easy fartlek, no?
It is. It's
A little bit of speed is fine.
Okay, yeah, this is good. It's a 5-minute warm up and then 8 times 30 seconds at VO2 max intensity with enough recovery in between to reach 50 minutes. That's a lot of math, but I don't think I know. I never know what VO2 max intensity means. I'm like, I have to text my coach.
30 seconds is pretty like fast too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, you said
Well,
30
let's
seconds, right?
30 seconds at VO2 max. I don't know what that
I
means.
feel like you can kind of like estimate that.
I think it's probably a stat that's on my training peak somewhere. It's fine. So it's a 30-second
sure.
like burst.
Totally.
And then
probably, yeah, like strides. I feel like I always do some kind of strides race week.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then tomorrow is an hour easy on the trainer, a recovery swim. Friday is a recovery run. And Saturday is a 1 hour, just like easy bike ride. Because I told him, I was like, I'm not running the day before the marathon. He's like, no.
You're biking the day before?
Yeah, easy, an hour. I can't do nothing.
Cannot relate to this. I can. What? Really?
The day before? I gotta do something, right?
Oh God,
Right?
no. I take off like.
Don't you do a shakeout
okay.
run?
Okay, this is my week before a race.
Tell me.
Just to compare how different it is, because I'm not like training for an Ironman. So when I'm tapering for a marathon, the week before the race, I have like 3 days off. I'll do like run Monday,
great.
Wednesday, Friday. Maybe like 3 days off. And then Tuesday, Thursday,
Sorry, my
Saturday
couch.
off.
It probably sounds like a fart. Sorry.
No, I didn't.
Sorry.
I didn't hear
It's like-
it, but I hope it does. I'm keeping that in. But yeah,
Good,
I take
keep it
like
in.
2 or 3 days completely off.
That sounds so nice. Wait, but I thought you said you do a shakeout run the day before.
Okay, well, if I do a shakeout run the day before, it's like 30 minutes. But I'm talking like
Okay,
I
okay.
take off Monday and then I run Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So I have
Okay.
like Wednesday,
yeah.
Friday off, and even
That sounds
Monday.
nice. That
So I'm
sounds
just
really
chilling.
nice.
And again, getting fat on the couch. Also, just a quick note, I don't think I can get myself to upload the last video to YouTube.
Oh,
And let me tell you why.
tell me.
When I was editing, I gave myself the ick so bad with how I was drinking from the Stanley. I think I
Just
texted
like-
you about this.
Can you just put like an emoji over it or something? Just like blur it out.
No, because I literally chugged the entire Stanley, the entire podcast. Just for the record, I was drinking with like it was a cup, the cup with the noon in it. I held it like upside down. My elbow was in the air. And every time I drink, do you do this? Every time I drink, I stick my tongue out before. So I go,
Well, do I? Let me think. Let me take a sip. Never.
no, you look
Yeah, it
very
came out a little
normal.
bit, poked out.
Yeah, but okay, a little peek is fine, but like I do like a full tongue out emoji.
Full lick?
Like, yeah, it's disgusting. And the entire episode, I was like, okay, maybe I can like get around this and like pull up Carolyn's video. And then it was so bad. I just don't think I'm allowed to drink on camera anymore.
Got it. Well, for the record, I didn't notice it when I was recording. I don't know,
Well,
but now that you've pointed it out, now
I give myself the ick. I'm glad that you don't have the ick for me though.
I don't. I would have told
Do
you.
you know your
Ew,
bib
Michelle.
number?
Huh?
Do you know your bib number?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Did you get an email?
Probably. I'm like the worst. I'll just delete shit. They did send it. Actually, you know what? Let me open that bitch up. They sent something out. I did not
Maybe it's
delete.
an angel number.
Shut up. Can you imagine? It's like
Which I've been
666.
seeing around lately. Yeah. Hell yeah. Actually, 666 is, you know what it means?
Tell me, what does it mean?
Other than the devil. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like that's old school. I feel like that's old school Christianity or something. Wait, where is it? 666 meaning. Let's look up the meaning of your bib number regardless and then just like go with it.
We'll do that.
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
don't think I have it yet.
Reminder to refocus on what is important in life or associated with Satan. So whichever you really want. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Depending on your
I'll let you I'll send it to you. I just looked and it was just my QR code for check-in, but it didn't have my bib. You'd think that it would have your bib number, but maybe they're like, we don't feel like putting everyone's bib number online, which it's got to be somewhere. I'm so like unorganized though. I mean, I'm good at like deleting old emails. You know, like I keep the emails I need. I have folders.
Do you have to delete emails? So you don't have like 1,000 unread?
No, I don't know. I have none. 0 unread. I just delete as soon as it's I know I'm really good. That's the one thing in my life that I have control over is organized with. But like I take every race registration, I have one folder for that. Like I have very organized. And then for some reason I accidentally deleted my like confirmation for the marathon and I had a fucking heart attack. This was like last Wednesday and I was like, what if I didn't actually register? And I thought that I did and I was like, why would I not have this email?
It.
I deleted it. So I went into my bank account and saw that I had been charged $286 and it was like LA Marathon weekend. Now. And I was like, what if that's just the 5K? Which no, why would I say
$286 for a 5K?
Yeah, for a 5K. I was panicking. So I emailed the McCourt Foundation and I was like, can you help me? And then 5 seconds after I sent the email, I realized you can just like log into your account and I logged in and all my information was there. And I was like, thank God. Can you imagine though? Because it's sold out.
Also for the record, $286 is such an expensive full marathon. That's now. Really it used expensive. To be like $180, I think, when I ran LA. I think it was less than that. I think it was like $150.
Yeah, I did it, I think 5 years ago. I don't remember how much it was. I definitely remember it was more expensive than like other marathons or half marathons. Like more expensive than Flying Pig because it's LA, but it still was definitely cheaper. It was probably like 100, maybe like 180 or something when I did it 5 years ago. But that is a lot, especially when they only have goo at 2 of the aid stations.
At what cost?
Cost?
You know what I want to do, which I'm not going to do because like at what cost, but I want to go through all my bank statements over the last like decade and see the price of, actually you could probably just Google this. See,
yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to take 10 hours. No, I want to see like the price of like how it's gone up over the years. Cause like $150 used to be expensive.
Right. That's a really good idea. Let's do it. I'm just kidding.
Inflation.
That's your homework assignment.
I mean, if eggs is going up so high, like marathons is probably following suit. Oh no, I'm taking a sip. I'm getting off camera.
This is very relevant to the current situation. Your roll off camera. So Ironman, okay, this is like a hot topic right now, kind of. So when you're a pro triathlete, one of the perks is cheaper race registrations. Okay, so for pro triathletes, the Ironman registration fee for a half Ironman is $250. I think for age groupers, it's like
common folk
$350 to $450, and then for full Ironmans for pros, it's $500. So for age groupers, it's like 1,000-ish, 800 to 5,000 or 1,000. So it's definitely cheaper. Or you can register for just the annual, they call it like an annual pass, and you pay a certain amount of money, and then you can just do as many races as you want. And so Ironman raised the price. It used to be $1,250, which I've never done enough races for that price to make sense because I'm only doing like 3 a year, 3 halves. But for other people who race a lot, it makes a lot of sense. But they raised the price this year. And so it used to be like $1,250 or $1,200, and now it's like $1,500. And so I saw someone release an article about it, like Triathlon Magazine or something yesterday, and like put on Instagram. And they're like, what does everyone think about this? And then everyone was like pissed because they're like, well, it's still cheaper than we have to race, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's definitely still worth it. And everyone was just like really mad. But anyway, that's
is that for full and half marathons, or full and half Ironmans?
Mm-hmm.
If you were,
so you just pay that fee and you can do as many as you want. So it's still a really good deal, but the price also, it did go up. So inflation.
It's expensive though.
I know. That's why I don't do it. I'm only doing 4 halves, which is like $1,000. So I'm like,
it still adds up.
It does. And that's like cheaper than age groupers are paying. And then someone in the comments
to do a full. Oh, sorry.
Honestly,
again.
Okay, part of me wanted to do one. Okay, so Arizona is one of the fulls I've done a while ago. And it's nice because it's like driving distance from LA and it's a good course, but
Mesa?
It's outside of Phoenix. Or no. Tempe. It's in Tempe. It's outside of Phoenix. Okay. So it's close to LA. It's like 5 hours. And I did it and I liked it a lot. It's just like not that good at fulls. And then part of me also was like, I kind of want to still do a full while I have my pro card, which is only till the end of the year. And so Arizona's in November. And the problem is it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks before Indian Wells, which is a half. And I love Indian Wells so much. And I didn't get to do it last year because I was like on my honeymoon and stuff. And so
you
now
got to go full out.
I could do both. Just kidding. But the fulls, here's the thing. I know that I'm pretty good at halves. Not great. I'm pretty good. Fulls, I am not good. Like, I can have a solid swim and a solid bike, but when I get to that run for the last
a full
oh my God,
marathon,
a full fucking marathon, and like when I did Arizona
it's
last
hard to
time, I've
just
only done
wrap
2
my head
fulls.
around.
It's insane. And like the first full I did, I was just trying to finish, and then the second one was like, okay, maybe I can go faster. So I got to the run and I ran like 8 miles straight. I was like, I feel good, and then I just died, and then the last like 18 or whatever was just like a walk run, and I'm like, okay, but the pros aren't doing that. The pros are literally out here like
Doing a sub 3
running a 3
easy.
literally doing sub 3 or like a sub 3:30 at least, so they're running the whole thing, and I'm like, I just don't think that I could do that.
No, that I mean, I'm sure you could eventually, but like that's such a hard thing to train for because you're already training hours and hours and hours for half. So it's like going back to a full Ironman training is like, I don't know,
imagine
for your level.
It's like what my training is now, like this little bit of triathlon training I'm doing, but mainly focused on the running right now. But then just like keep the running volume the same, and then way increased swim, and maybe not swim, but bike volume. And so it's just like, I mean, now I'm probably doing like 12 to 15 hours a week of training. In that case, I would be like 20. And I'm like, it's so hard. And major props to people.
Carolyn, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
Wait,
It's
I'm
like,
trying to think. At a peak week for me of marathon training, how many hours is that? Like if I get up to, let's say I get up to 50 miles. I guess you can do the math and say like 6 or 7 miles is an hour. 6 divided by 50.
It's too much math.
9, 8, 8.5 hours. That's like half
Plus
of what you're doing
strength training and
now. That's oh yeah,
It's crazy.
But like,
It's
okay,
crazy.
so add like
At
an
what
hour.
cost? At what cost?
No,
and
at no cost.
it's
Free. No, I'm
like
just kidding.
Saturday's like a 6-hour ride. Sunday's like 3 hours running. I'm just like, okay, all those hours spent training, plus then also the fact that I'm going to be dead the whole weekend and not, I don't know. It's
and
just
you
a
will
lot.
die one day. So
And I will
like,
die one day. So at what cost? And like for me, a full, I just feel like it's something I like wanted to do just to say I did it. But it's like, I don't know if I could be competitive in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know?
stick with what you want to do.
Exactly.
I've been struggling with, do you ever, and you probably don't have this craving right now because you're also a pro triathlete, but I've been struggling with, I love running and I think it'll always kind of be a constant in my life as long as I can do it. And if I'm injured, oh God, my freaking artwork in the back is so messed up. It's always just so crooked. If you have OCD, do not watch this podcast. It's going to piss you off.
Yeah. Ours does, I'll move them straight. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, who is it's one of the cats. I'm like, was there an earthquake every day?
It's the fault lines. I think so.
Fault lines.
It's the fault
gentle
lines.
tremors.
But I just have this like feeling that I need to do something else. And I just want to like, I don't know. I feel like I got so into running and then I was doing so much before I got into running, just like random stuff that now I'm just like, I don't know. I used to rock climb. Did I tell you that?
Oh yeah. She's an outdoor girly.
Back in the day though.
Back in the
so
day.
now I'm just like, I want to like try new things and like push myself again.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with that, but I just like need something.
Do you mean like
need something
besides
new?
like retiring from running or in addition to running?
In addition, like running outside of training for a marathon, like
I
in
see.
between marathons, maybe like still run just like status quo a few times a week minimum, maybe like 3 to 4 times a week, still run 3. And then like maybe I become a boxer.
That'd be, oh my God. Good. Like really train that upper body. I get it though. It's that's the nice thing about triathlons is there's 3 different sports. So it's like, I'm not getting burnt out.
You
I'm
can
like,
mix it up.
but I get it. I don't know.
I feel like you don't have
It's just
energy
hard.
though for other things.
There's no
Like you could do
energy.
a kickboxing class.
Right.
I
Exactly.
don't know.
There's
I'm
no
stuck
other
on
room
this
for
kind of form.
Exactly. Like hiking. I love hiking, but it's like when at what cost?
Yeah,
Because
true.
every Sunday is like, I'm not going to hike on Saturday and be sore for my long run.
And if
then
you hike,
Sunday
you might
is
as
my
well
long-
just run it. You know,
Exactly. And Jordan's not going to do that, even though I told him he could trail run because he doesn't like running.
get him
and
like
he's
really good shoes, and
I
then maybe
told
he'll be
him-
into trail running.
I was like, it's running downhill. You can just hike uphill. And he's like, maybe. So we'll see.
You
We'll
got him
see.
to say maybe. That's huge.
I know. It'd be really fun. Because I'm like, I've only really trail ran by myself because like I think I've said this on the podcast. There's like groups that I'm like friends with runners who trail run all the time, but I'm scared to go with them because I'm like, I'm going to be too slow.
No.
I just don't know like the status quo or like the vibes.
What's like up to? Next time I'm in LA,
We'll go.
We're going trail running.
That'd be so fun. I would love that.
Love.
There's
just
so many
trails around LA. It's like incredible. Yes. Obsessed.
Yes.
Oh, I need to tell I held off by telling you this.
Yes.
I had the long run from hell last weekend.
Yeah. Tell me. I've been dying.
Okay. So this is for anyone out there where if you've ever had a bad run, doesn't matter the distance. This is to make you feel better.
Okay.
No? Okay. So Q last weekend, I decided because I was like looking at my schedule, I'm like, okay, how many weeks till the race? I could either do a 20 or like a 12, 13. And I had ran 18 the week before, and I realized it was like the weather was terrible. It was like 20, a little under 20 degrees, just like really, really cold, really windy.
Was it icy?
So I was like, a little icy too. So it was just like terrible. And this weekend is going to be like 50s.
Okay.
I know it's going to be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
And so it's going to be hot as hell. And so I'm like, I'm going to do the 20 this weekend and I'll just do my 12, 13 for like a little like off week. And so I was like, perfect, easy. It's going to be great. And so
Wait, sorry. You were going to do your 20 on this past Saturday.
This weekend coming up.
Oh, the upcoming weekend. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So I decided since it's going to be better weather, I might as well like move my 20.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going
so
by the forecast. I'm a meteorologist.
Hell yeah. What was your distance for Saturday?
So last Saturday ended up being 12.
Got it. Okay.
I forgot that I originally wanted 13, but it was not going to happen. So that morning I like kind of woke up. I was like, okay, like instead of starting right away, I'm like, I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to make sure to fuel. But I don't know why I did this. I must have just not been thinking. I made my oatmeal with chia seeds, and I only do that on days that I don't run in the morning because it's like, chia is all fiber. At what cost?
Really know that. At what cost?
Which is like fine if you go to the bathroom before. But so I had this big chia oatmeal. I had 2 ginormous glasses of coffee. Shout out to the last episode. Cups of coffee. Freaking huge. And I'm like ready to go. And I'm like, okay, I'll start the run with Napa, get her energy out, and then I'll drop her off, finish up. So I started the run and I'm just kind of feeling like I left my fuel and everything at home because I'm like, once I drop off Napa, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
And so we're going. It's just so windy and intense. I'm like, this is so dumb. Thank God I'm only doing 12. So like 2 miles into the run, I'm like, ooh, I might have to drop off. I might have to drop off Napa at home. I can't believe I'm admitting this, by the way.
That's okay. That's what this podcast is for.
Yeah, you're right. I talked to make everyone feel seen.
I talked about my plunger incident.
The plunging?
Yeah, it was like plunging my shit water.
As graphic. Plunging okay, show.
I got a little graphic with it.
You got a little upper back soreness from it.
And I talked about my popping my saddle sore, so there's no secrets here.
You popped your saddle sore?
Remember that in like one of the other episodes we were talking about saddle sores?
Yeah.
Like one of the first episodes. See, there's no secrets, so.
Okay. Then
we
I have
listen
to round
and
it
we
out
don't
with this.
judge. Yes.
Okay. Oh, we should do that next episode.
Next episode.
Okay, let's put that on the list.
Listen up, guys.
I love it.
Put it on the list. Okay.
Okay. So then I'm going and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to turn around now. But I do this like circle out and back sometimes. I don't know. A lot of the time my route is like a penis shape. And everyone comments on Strava like, did you do that on purpose? I'm like, no, it just happens to be 2 balls and a shaft. Okay, I don't know.
I have one too.
It's just what you have a penis
run
route too.
The donut run is a penis. It's like a ball sack, and then it's like a.
Do
flat
they do that on purpose?
end.
Or
I don't
honestly,
know.
a penis route is a really good way to mix it up because it's like 2 little loops and then like an out and back.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at your shot. Anyway, continue.
At whatever cost. So I'm doing like the little penis part, and it's like the farthest I can be away from the house, and I'm like, I'm with Napa, so I can't, just drop her off, and I'm realizing I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to turn around, go back. So turn around. I'm starting to do some Kegels. I'm just like practicing. I'm getting strong. My core is tight. And then all of a sudden, at the worst place possible, where the cars are going by, it's like a little path. There's a tree. I realize it's coming out.
Oh my God.
And I have to pop behind a tree, like jump off the path, go behind a tree. The cars are looking at me. Napa's like, Mom, are you okay? My Garmin's like, did you fall?
Yeah.
Does it ever do that? If you like do a quick move, it's like, are you okay? And I'm just like, stop it. You're patronizing me. And I'm going. And It just is like the worst feeling ever because now I'm like, okay, now I have to go home and change my pants like a toddler before I go back out. Disgusting. And I'm like a mile from home. Napa at the time is trying to eat my shit, and I'm just like, it's a disaster.
Well, a couple questions. How many miles were you from home when the incident occurred?
When the incident occurred, I was about a mile from home.
Okay, that's still kind of far. Okay. And then
Very gross.
was it like a
and
forested?
It was kind of messy.
Yeah. Was it like a forested area or was it just like one tree next to the
forested enough.
road? Okay. And how close to the road?
Very close.
Could the cars
I would
see
say
you?
like 20 feet. 20 feet. Yes. If they decided to look over, they could maybe see me squatting.
Was there like a path? I'm assuming a running path nearby.
And there's a running path nearby and a
people on
family
it?
walking by.
Okay, good.
I gave them like the look. They're far enough away, maybe like 50 feet plus, but I gave them the look of like, look away now. Like demonized, kind of like, why are you here? Don't stop it. And so it was a thing. So I took care of the situation. I'm pissed. I'm cussing. Napa's confused. I'm like, I just got to get home, clean up. This is so graphic, I know. But like, honestly, we've all been there. And if you haven't, you're lucky. So I get home, we clean up, and I'm pissed. Oh, and also on this run, I found a Morton gel on the ground.
Did you poop on it? A little bit. You're like,
kind of like the reel I posted today. But I found it on the ground, and my first instinct, I don't know if this is weird. What would you do if you found a Morton gel on the ground, untouched? Or actually, I don't know if it was touched, but it was on the ground.
I guess it depends on the circumstances. If it's like in a puddle, I'd probably leave it.
It's just like, no, not on the puddle, just like on the ground in the middle of a bike path.
I might grab it. I've been at like triathlons and like transition where at the end of the race and you see a little, like a rogue gel on its own. I might pick it up.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't think I would pick up another gel, but I would pick up a Morton.
Fair. It's too expensive. The profit margins.
Yeah, it's like $5.50. It still had like the little tag on it. And I was like, awesome. I picked it up and I was like, why the heck did I pick it? I mean, it's kind of gross, whatever. So as I'm transitioning outfits, putting on Napa's anti-anxiety music, giving her a treat, I forgot to change out the gels to like bring the non-dirty, potentially rotten Morton to the new one. So I forget my fuel, I forget my water, and I'm back out there and I'm pissed. I'm like, I'm not gonna go back inside. Whatever. I'm just gonna finish this run, get it over with. And I'm so mad that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna redeem myself. And even though I just had a bathroom emergency, I'm gonna do the rest of the run at marathon pace. So I'm like, which is like
how much
the
further?
worst idea in the world. This is at 4.5 miles.
Got it. Okay.
So I don't know, 7.
Yeah.
And I was kind of dehydrated at the time, if you think about it. And I was like going and I had a tailwind now that I know the difference. And so like I was like in my head, I was like just very, what's the
confident.
word? Confident, but like shouldn't be confident.
Cocky?
Maybe cocky a little bit. And I was like,
cocky.
Hell yeah. And I was like going 7:45 for like a half mile. And I was like, this feels so good. And then right at that time, the headwind hit and I got the worst side cramp in the entire world. And I was just like, first of all, I should have never decided to pivot the worst run of my life into a marathon paced workout.
Yeah, that's crazy. No offense. Yeah.
No, exactly. At what cost?
Offense taken.
And
not taken.
Yeah, huge offense taken. Honestly. No, yeah, not taken. Agreed. And I had to stop after like 3/4 a mile and like push in my side ache and be like,
yeah.
And then I just started crying.
Oh my God.
And so I'm running, I'm crying. I'm like, what is going on?
Your tears are like freezing in the wind.
Literally, yeah. And then I started leaving, I think, someone a voice memo. And my mouth was so frozen from the just being 20 degrees. I couldn't talk. Like my mouth wouldn't move. And then I finished the run. And then I cried again.
Yeah.
So just don't do that.
That's tough. Some runs are just like that. I'm sorry. Did you eat your Morton? Did you eat the gel?
Didn't eat my Morton because I forgot to bring the one that wasn't potentially poisoned.
Fair.
So I got too scared
about that. Yeah.
You know, after all those issues. So I still haven't tasted the Morton.
Oh my God.
I know. Maybe I take one out
waiting
today.
for an update. Check one.
I know. Was it a whisper of marsh? No one knows.
Whisper of marshmallow.
Do I just eat it right now?
Don't waste that $5, girl. I mean, I feel like if you wash the one you found, if you like rinse it off in the sink.
Oh, I did.
And then like
it's in the
yeah,
sink.
I
I
think
did like a scrub brush on it.
yeah, and if there's an expiration date on it, maybe check it out. But we talked about this. I don't think that gel's really expired. I think you're good. I think someone was probably running and it just probably had a bunch of layers on and probably pulled one out of their pocket and then that one fell out too.
Exactly. And I convinced myself they were also training for Boston. And it was like this
I
whole
love
thing. And I
that.
was like, oh my God, they're my friend.
Best
Maybe I
friends.
will leave a Morton on the ground for the next runner.
With a little
Grab
note.
a Morton, leave
Shut
a Morton.
up. That's pay it
With a little
forward.
note.
I
Yeah,
love
pay
that.
forward. Leave a gel on the ground.
I never understood the pay it forwards at like the fast food places where people are like they keep it
Oh, have
going
you ever
like
done
paying
that?
for the carb. No, one time I'm an asshole. Okay, it's only happened to me once. It was like with Jordan. I think we're at like a Starbucks or something, and they were like, "Oh, do you want to pay for the carb behind you?" And I was like, "No." But here's the thing: I had just gotten like
Was it
one
like a
coffee.
family of 20?
Yeah, it was like there's
Oh.
people. There could be like they could be getting meals, and also I'm like, what's the point of paying it forward if you're still paying something? Like it's just like the chain never ends. And
Also,
I'm like,
that was
why
a
would
good
I pay?
chain. That was a good chain for
Someone
you.
has to stop it.
Yeah,
Someone has
it
to
should
the
stop
chain.
at a black coffee, and that's it.
I don't know if I got. I think I got like it was like a $5 coffee, but I'm like, what if the people behind me got like breakfast sandwiches? Like, there's 6 people in the car all getting $7 drinks. Who knows? I'm not rich.
50 gift cards, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no one knows. What is your Starbucks order? Have we talked about this?
Oh my God, we haven't. First of all, I haven't been in so long, and I keep meaning to go because they have that new strawberry cream cold foam, and I love a good cold foam, but I still am too lazy to
What
just
the heck
go
do you
out.
put a strawberry cream cold foam on?
I saw people doing it on iced matchas and then just like regular like lattes, like iced.
Oh, I could see it on a matcha.
I sound so good, but I'm like too lazy to just go. But I really like. I don't know if we've talked about this. I think maybe we did, but I can say it again. It's really
we?
good. It was because it was your birthday.
Oh wait,
we
let me
talked
see if I
about-
can guess yours.
It was really weird.
I think I remember. It was like the popular one, right?
It kind of. It's like combines two things. It was a venti. What's the 20 ounce? I always get the big one,
venti.
which is
Or the
crazy.
Trenta. No, the venti.
No, I
do
do the
that too.
Trenta. Jesus, that would be
The
I'd
Trenta.
fucking die. Have an anxiety attack. I get the brown sugar shaken espresso, and then I add
Yes.
the cold foam on top, the sweet cream cold foam on top, and it's so
Oh,
good.
Hell yeah. The sweet cream cold foam when I'm feeling after a long run, if I like stop at you know what? I like local coffee shops, but I
Yeah.
will, and I'm not trying to give to Starbucks, but I will go to Starbucks, and I have the Starbucks app, and I went today, so I can't talk, but I forget my point. Oh yeah, the cold foam after a long run on a cold brew.
It's so good.
What's better than that?
They make cold foam now, like in a whipped cream can that you can just like buy at the grocery store. It just
Nice.
looks like it comes out. And so I bought it, but it's like, it's for iced coffee, but it's the same flavor as the creamer I use in my iced coffee. So it's just like, tastes the
Creamer on
same.
creamer?
I'm like, this is no difference. Yeah. I'm like, do I just not use the creamer and use the cold foam instead? But I'm like, I want it mixed in. So I was kind of like, it's kind
Oh,
of
I see you.
pointless. It's kinda
Different
pointless.
consistency, maybe.
Different consistency, different vibes.
I love whipped cream. Wait, did we talk about
Same.
this? When people say they, oh yeah, we've talked about this. When people say they don't like whipped cream, you're lying.
They're lying. No, they are. Or they're like, I don't want, like, they get like no whip on their drink. And I'm like, it's really like gonna make your drink that much healthier by not getting whip. Like, shut up. I will eat it.
I used to do
Literally,
that.
I eat it straight out of the can. My dad would do that. And then he'd pass it along to me. And I'll just straight from the can, or old cat Nova, we would give her a little bit, like
Oh, of
squirt it on the
course.
floor. So whenever I got out a can, she'd hear like a, and then she'd come running. These
Whip
cats
it
don't know
cat.
about it. She likes doing whippets.
Yeah. These cats are sober.
They're sober for now, but I fucking love whipped cream. It's one of my favorite foods. It's so good.
Foods.
It's air. What is it? Water.
Now I kind of want to buy whipped cream. I remember I used
should
to
buy some
make them. You can die from making whipped cream.
Oh my God, I saw that the canister like can explode.
Okay,
Right?
which like I've had some scary accidents almost happen.
You have?
So if you're in Newport Beach in California, which maybe there's like one person out there, I used to work at Alta Coffee. Have you been there? Did we talk about this? Anyways, it's this like popular coffee shop. They also have food, and you make your own whipped cream. So you like
Like the
mix
customer. The
What?
customer makes their own whipped cream.
Oh yeah, can you imagine? You're like, shake this shit. No, you make it like
Like the employees
the-
make it.
Yeah, the employees make it. So like I
Okay.
would make the whipped cream. So
Yeah.
I would like, mix it was like cream, powdered sugar. It's basically it. You just like
Yeah.
And then you had the CO2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The carb. So to carbonate it or whatever. What? Just to like you shake it. You add the thing.
Yeah, like compress it, pressurize it. Whatever.
Exactly. Pressurize. And so you're going, but like when you're undoing it, it can pop off and it can kill you.
So that happened, I don't know, like years ago. That's like TikTok. Remember that? Like TikTok star. She was like a TikTok girl. Happened to her. She died. But funny story, not funny, but related story. Actually,
Dark LOL story.
LOL, so funny. No, I'm just kidding. This is
Dark
related
story.
and terrifying, but this is from, I think, this weekend. Yeah, this weekend. So remember how a couple weeks ago I got a flat tire on my bike? And then it like,
yes.
And then I went to tubeless, whatever. So when you get a flat tire on your bike, to inflate it, you use CO2. It's in a similar thing. And it's like on a little cartridge and you screw it in. It's basically the same thing. And there's a trigger. And so you put it in the valve and then it gets really cold too, but it like fills up your tire.
Yeah.
Right.
It's same thing.
It's just compressed air, it's compressed CO2. And so I like did it, and then the guy, I was going to unscrew it. And then the guy's like, oh no, he's like, you should just leave it plugged in or screwed in case you need to add any air like on your way home. And I was like, okay, you're right. Forgot about it. Not that, I don't know if that matters, but I was like, that could have been bad. But then this weekend I was like putting some more stuff, my, what are they called? The Dynaplugs. Shut up. In my saddlebag. And when I like took it out, I realized the CO2 thing was still, and I was like, oh, I should take this out. And so when I was unscrewing it, it's like exploded. Luckily no cats were around. It was so like high speed, the loudest pop, and then like the O-ring part of the little like sprayer part like flew off, so it's probably not even usable anymore, which you have to like those are kind of expensive, you know. It was violent. I was like, okay, if one of my cats had been nearby, they would have been so scared.
That's exactly it. It's so scary.
Dangerous.
And no one gave me that warning. No one gave you that warning.
Yeah. How are you supposed to do it? Like literally all I did was just unscrew it. And just
it's kind of like when you're opening a bottle of
you just
champagne.
Do it slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to just be. I remember when I used to serve after Alta, LOL, I would have to open bottles of champagne on occasion and wine.
Terrifying.
I used to be so bad at opening wine. I used to like, people would bring their own bottle, hand it to me, and I would crack the cork in the bottle.
Yeah, the cork floating around in it.
And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. They're like, oh wow, this is our anniversary bottle, but okay. I have no idea how I got away with that.
Wait,
but like opening
happen?
champagne. Yeah, multiple times.
That's
at least 2.
Traumatizing.
But like opening champagne, you're not supposed to let it go boop, at all.
Yeah.
You're just supposed to like let it go.
Yeah.
You're not even it has to be
I guess,
and so it's like you have to be so slow with it.
That makes sense. When I open champagne, I'm like, I hate popping shit. It scares me. I don't like it. So I go really, really slow. And I'm generally pretty good. But I guess I didn't do that with the CO2. I was just like, and I was like, this could have shot the CO2 back and could have like killed me. It was just crazy.
Literally.
And then it got really, really cold.
Oh my God.
Threw it away. Yeah, violent.
At least we survived. Can you imagine that's how you get hurt on marathon week?
Yeah, that'd be so embarrassing.
Accident.
She left her CO2 in her saddlebag for 2 weeks, and then it shot her in the stomach.
Oh my God.
Sad. Yeah.
That's dark.
That was dark.
Wait, do you have your list open?
Oh yeah.
So, you know, because tis the season of marathon training for both of us. We decided to put a list of, your marathon training when, and then you fill in the blank.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just ramble them off.
Yeah.
Is that the saying? Ramble them off?
Rattle.
Yeah. Rattle.
It's the same thing. I knew what you meant.
Okay. Let's ramble them off.
Okay. This one's fucking dumb. I couldn't think of anything that was funny. It's like, your marathon training when every Saturday, I guess Saturday or Sunday, whatever your long run day is. Mine's Sunday. Every Sunday after 11 a.m. is spent on the couch, fully not functional.
Absolutely.
Like,
you know what's funny?
Yeah. What?
It's like I never know after a long run. Maybe we talked about this. That's so fun. This whole episode, we're like, maybe we've talked about this. Are our brains
Right.
okay? Like every long run, it's like I never know if I'm going to be fully functioning. Like, let's go shopping, guys, or if I'm going to be like, don't talk to me. I'm watching Netflix.
I've learned. Actually, here's the thing. Like the day that we went out to brunch after my 20-mile run, I was fully functional that whole day. So for me, I think I just need to like I need to like jump in the shower and then like immediately go do something. You know, like go out and do an
gaslight
activity,
yourself into being
gaslight
okay.
myself. Yeah. And then I just kind of like push. But then most of the time, like, especially, I mean, that's why the LA Marathon's so nice is because I never do anything in the whole winter, any winter. I just like have nothing on the weekends, which is great. But then I shower and sit on the couch and I'm like, well, if I don't have to do anything, why would I? So I just rot on the couch.
Rotting
so
is good for the body sometimes.
It's so good for the body. But like, yeah, it just depends on that immediate, like post run, that first activity, you know, if it's, I sit down on the couch, that's where I will be.
Yeah. You're setting your intention for the day.
Exactly.
Some would say. Okay. You know your marathon training when? Okay. I did this. This is part of my reel that I posted yesterday. I should have waited and posted it today, but I literally almost did this. So I couldn't find my, I like didn't say it. I couldn't find my Stanley and I was going to the nail salon, which I've already I took off my acrylics. Look at, are you kidding me?
Oh, it chipped
The
bad.
gel's like completely off one. I know. I also
God.
picked
Get
it.
your money back.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
I know. Get my money back or go back. But I couldn't find my Stanley and I'm like, I'm thirsty. This is after I think I ran the 12. And I'm like, I need to bring some hydration with me. And I considered bringing a small blender.
Like a blender bottle or like a little that makes smoothies.
Like an actual blender without the lid. Like just like taking
like
it.
a whole size.
Yeah.
My blender is huge, so it's just like with a straw.
It's
in
like
it.
it's not like that big,
The straw
but
like
it's like
sinks
pretty
to the
big.
bottom. You have to like pull it back
Yeah.
up. I wouldn't blame you.
You have a crazy straw? No.
Do you? Okay, here's a question. Do you
Yeah.
only have one water bottle?
Yes and no.
Okay, same.
Mostly one that I use, like I only use my Stanley because it's the only thing that fits enough water in it.
Yes.
So I should probably get another. Actually, I should really just buy another to match my mood with a different color. But I have like, you know what? I've kind of like lost everything, single other bottle, like water bottle type, or it's plastic and I don't really like it, you know?
So I have this one. It's big. And I'm getting a new one.
Yes.
So they're coming out with new, by the way, guys. Well, this episode will be out after this happens, but on Monday, Owala is launching their birthday collection, this was their birthday collection last year. And one of them looks like a swimming pool. And so I am going to invest in a second Owala.
Do you have a discount code with them?
For Christmas, my boss gave us Owala gift cards, which was really sweet because he knew that we all like. I don't know if he gave Alex one, but me and the other girl really like the Owala water bottle. So I was like, oh my God. But I'm like also not like the other girl. I think she's very much a collector, which Jordan would kill me. I love collecting things, but Jordan's like, so like, you know, he's like, we don't need 50
There's no
water bottles.
space.
There's no room, which is true.
You just had to get rid of all your gel.
I'd have to get rid of all my gel. So I'm like, okay, it's fine. You know what? And it's nice and it's reusable. So what's the point?
It's nice to have like two main. You know what I mean?
It's nice to have
so you
two
can,
main.
like clean one.
Absolutely. And
exactly.
So yeah, I have like my old one, this one, and then I have like 500 plastic ones for my bike. Just like the, like squeezy, like a lot. Too many. But I'm not like, I use them just for cycling. And then if we like go to the beach and I'm like, we're athletes. Like Jordan drinks like 3 sips. I'm like, I'm going to bring 5 water bottles as a backup in case I run out of water at the beach. Like, where am I going to fill my water bottle at the beach? So I just bring a cooler of like 50.
And there's always like a couple in the car.
Always a couple in the car. Yeah. Sorry. I got very off track. Of course. Anyway,
Your
that
turn.
was okay. Okay. Mine are so dumb. Okay.
They're
your
dumb,
marathon,
but they're not dumb. Nothing is dumb in this
They're
list.
so true. Your marathon training when you're constantly feeling new aches and pains. When I'm training for a half Ironman or a half marathon, feel great. I'm like, sometimes I'm a little sore, but like generally okay. But whenever I start running above like 15, it's game over. The tib, the shin.
Yeah.
Sometimes the thigh or whatever, the quad, the hips. But then, yeah.
The butt, the ass.
Literally, everything below the hips, just below the belly button, really hurts.
Honestly,
constantly.
running over 15 miles or 18 miles in general, if you're not feeling a little something, then
you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it,
yeah. Don't listen to this, guys. That was a joke. Please, someone's gonna they're gonna
no, but
cancel
seriously,
us.
even if I'm like, even if I'm like in my best shape, which like I feel like I have a pretty good base of miles right now. But like when you get over 18 miles when you're running, like you're feeling a little like
Yeah.
tickle. Little thing.
Right. Little thing. Little something.
Do you think I was gonna build on that? I just was like a tickle. So no, I very much so feel that one. Okay, you know your marathon training when you crave more miles and equally look forward to your rest day. Like if you're doing a shakeout run, you're craving more miles, but then you're also like, oh yeah, hell yeah, rest day.
That's so true. Okay, when I was like in the thick of it and not having shin pain the last few weeks,
shin.
I felt that for sure. I felt like good. I was like, let's fucking go. And then the pain started, and then I can't relate because now I'm like, I don't even want to do my recovery run. I think it's fine now. Actually, this week I feel amazing because
yes,
I know. I'm
take
like,
it.
I think my brain is. I mean, my ankle still kind of hurts a little bit, but I think after the marathon, like once I take like a week off, it'll just go away. I'm hoping, but no, that's totally true. You do crave more miles, but you also are so excited to not do anything, and I'm like so excited to like get my long runs way shorter, but I feel like part of me is going to miss those. Maybe not miss those 20 miles. I'm just kidding. I don't think so. Sometimes my coach,
when's the next time you'll run 20 miles?
unless
Will
if
you
I
do
do
it
the
again?
Ironman in Arizona, which I probably won't do that. But my coach occasionally for the half Ironman training will throw in a 2-hour long run, which is more like 14 or 15. So we'll see. So very rarely, but I'll do it.
That makes sense. Well, enjoy this. You know what? That's a really good reason to just like really embrace the pain of the marathon. coming up.
Exactly.
You know what? Love every second of it. If you hit a wall, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm going to love it.
That's your mantra.
Not going to
Hit
cry.
a wall, hell yeah. Yeah. I'm going to cry, but I'm going to love it.
So the Friday Donut Run Club people are having a cheer
Fitness route.
station set up, which is so nice. And they're like, the one, she's like Tamara, the leader, she was like, yeah, we're gonna be at mile like 21. She's like, that one bridge, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't know the course at all. Like I did it 5 years ago. I know it's like on Sunset, whatever. But then this other girl was like, oh my god, she's like, that is the worst part. She's like, it's so boring. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, just finding out that
Like,
mile like 20 to 22 is the worst part. I'm like, well, that's already the worst part of a marathon.
Wow.
And just to know that like that's the worst part of the actual physical course, I'm like, that's tough.
Wow, I can't believe LA did that. That's why CIM is such a good course because the last 10K feels good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll get back to you. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's just that one girl who said that. She's a liar.
Yeah. That's true. When you ask somebody about what they thought about the course, no one has the exact same answer.
That is so true. And
You know what
I'm
I
like,
mean?
I'll just build it up in my head to be worse. And then when I do it, I'll be like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
When I did the Montreal Marathon last year, I remember like the one person I heard speaking English, I was like, oh my God, at this coffee shop, randomly enough. And I saw she was wearing a Garmin. So like, obviously I was like,
Yeah. Best
oh,
friend.
I do run, best friend already. She was like, who are you? Get out. But we started talking. She was talking about the Montreal Marathon. I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. Like, any tips on the full course? She was like, oh my God, it's such a hilly race. It's so hard. Oh, I hated it. And I was like, okay, that sounds
God.
cool. It just like was not that hilly.
Maybe she's from Florida or like Kansas or something. Like somewhere just
Which is,
very
like,
flat.
Maybe it's like, I don't know, the perception of like what's a hilly marathon, I guess. Just some people it's different. I don't know. And maybe since I wasn't like going full out at this race, I was kind of like just taking it at like a comfortably difficult but like easy moderate pace.
Right.
It like wasn't as challenging because I wasn't pushing it. I don't know. But just it's so funny because like also if you had a bad race, you hate it regardless.
You do change it in your mind. Isn't that perception such a funny thing? There's like some half Ironman courses I've done. Like I had a one good Oceanside, like 1 year. It was like my best race forever. And I was like, Oceanside's the fucking best course ever. And then every year I've done it since, I'm like, honestly, it kind of sucks. I'm like, it's really hard. It's really hilly on the bike. It's super windy. The roads are really bad. And I'm like, why did I? And then Santa Cruz, I've done that one once, and I had a terrible race. And everyone
And you're
loves
just like,
this
it sucks.
course. And I'm like, fucking Santa Cruz sucks. Which, like, I'm sure I'll go back this year and I'll have a fine race and like it. But it is funny how that works, isn't it?
Right? No, my first marathon was Surf City. in Huntington Beach.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like on PCH, you go like back, forth. And everyone hates it. I loved it. I was
Really?
like, best race ever. Oh my God. But I just had a good race. I never hit a wall or
Right.
anything.
Right.
And
Love
then,
that for you.
But I don't think I want to do the full there again because I don't want to take away that memory I have.
That's true too. You can taint. It's like I've tainted Oceanside. You know, I used to be. It's like it's the best race ever, and now, it's fine. It's just the bike's really hard. That's all.
Wait, I'm
Run
excited
fast.
for you to do LA so you can see the difference between the courses from like
I
the old one to the
know.
new one.
I don't remember it. I'm like sometimes like 5 years ago isn't that long. Also,
No,
it was right before
to
COVID.
remember a course.
How fun! 5 years ago today, we were like literally shutting the world down.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like
So
as
weird.
of a week ago or a few days
But I
ago,
like
right?
remember all that very, very clearly. But the marathon, I'm like, I don't remember anything. I'm like, that's so weird. I'm like, I remember taking a shuttle, but I don't remember how I got to Union Station. I think I Ubered. I don't know. I'm like, how did what? I'm like, did I black out?
Did they have a DJ when you did it at the start line?
See, I don't know. Can't remember.
It's funny, like I only
Probably.
remember certain things, and then I swear I make up things because when I
Me
redo
too.
the race in other years, I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't how I remembered it. So if someone
Yeah.
asked me if you ask someone what the marathon was like, they're making it up. No one remembers. You black it out,
That's true. That's true. Don't trust anyone, guys.
especially in Ironman. Yeah, don't trust anyone.
Don't trust me. And I do remember though on the shuttle I sat next to this girl. Her name was Joanne or Joanna. Shout out to her. She was so sweet. And we're friends on Facebook.
It was really a guy named Tom.
Yeah. She was imaginary. And the only like validation I'm like every so often she pops up on my Facebook. And I'm like, oh, I was like, yeah, no, she was real. Okay. But like I think we were like, we should run together. And then we never did. But she was in law school. So
Oh my
Anyway,
God. And now
shout
you
out
just
to her.
like, we just like, you stalk each other from afar.
Yeah.
She's
We
like,
live
oh,
in
she got
parallel.
married.
I know, right? And we're just friends on Facebook, which is so weird. Facebook.
So
Anyway.
cute. Or what do you have?
Oh, sorry, my cat is distracting me. Okay. She's so cute. Okay. You know your marathon training when you have 2 lunches or you have on Monday, the day after, or whatever, the day after your long run, you have lunch at 10 a.m. Every Monday this year. Well, since marathon training, I'm so hungry for lunch. Like I'll eat breakfast and I'm so hungry for lunch at 10. And then sometimes
The
I eat a
delayed
second lunch.
hunger the next day is not talked about enough.
Yeah, like delayed, like I'm not as hungry on the day of the long run. Maybe like dinner. By dinner time, I'm starving. But yeah, the next day, I'm like, damn. And it's usually my rest day. So I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I so
You're
hungry?
like,
But
I'm like just on the couch right now. What's going
doing
on?
nothing. Yeah.
Give me more
Crazy.
chips. I've been in a really bad chip habit lately.
Me too.
Really?
I don't
What kind
really
of
like.
chips?
So I don't really like buy chips or anything because I'm like, I don't know, they're addictive. Obviously, I could just like, but I don't really crave them either. But lately, I've been getting I guess like kettle cooked. They're the Trader Joe's like kettle cooked with olive oil. I just like need the
boring.
salt. I know they are boring. but I
No.
love
Okay, that's funny that you say that because I've been craving, and this is new. This is how I know I'm maturing and I'm an adult, is because of that I'm craving the what is it? Salt and vinegar chips.
That's very adult.
You know your marathon training when you're craving salt and vinegar because you're probably dehydrated.
Probably.
And stop eating an entire bag of chips.
I think I don't like salt and vinegar. No offense. I think it's the vinegar that gets me.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I used to think
You're,
when
like, very
people ate
offended.
them, they were lying. I used to be like, you're lying. Those don't taste good.
Yeah, they're just trying to be cool, like people who like hot Cheetos. Don't lie.
Oh, shut up. Hot Cheetos are the best. You don't like
You
hot
know, I don't like
you don't
hot
like
food.
spicy foods.
I'd rather just eat a regular Cheeto and be happy and not. in
Oh,
pain.
regular Cheetos are just terrible.
I haven't had a Cheeto in like.
Oh, I
buy
might buy hot Cheetos after my long run.
It sounds good. Treat yourself.
You know
But
what?
yeah,
I don't think I've seen them in Montreal. I'm going to look around.
Oh.
I'm going to look around.
Cheetos puffs. Thoughts?
Hot Cheetos?
No,
yeah,
regular
I'll do a
Cheetos
Cheetos
puffs.
puff.
Okay.
I like a white cheddar though.
Oh yeah, I like a puffed anything. You know,
Yeah, just like puff it out. How do you puff
Yeah.
something?
somebody in the comments or someone
Yeah.
listening, please drop in the comments below.
Stupid.
I have no idea.
Okay, I think, well, I'm just going to do one more. You know your marathon training when, actually, this is basically what you said in the last one, so I won't say that. I will say it because I texted you this, and this is also based on my reel. You wonder how many bagels is too many bagels to eat in a day.
I had a bagel for lunch.
I love that.
I think like
the other day,
three.
You think 3 is too many? Well, it depends on
No,
the
I think
size,
3
I
is
guess.
the max. Like I think 4 is too many. Also depends
4
on the size.
you blow up. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 like 4
Maybe the
is-
size of the person. But I ate 2 yesterday.
That's not. Yeah, I get the Trader
was
Joe's
also out of
bagels.
food.
They're pretty small. I'm like, I could definitely eat a second after I eat the first. But I'm like, also,
Yeah,
if you had one
sometimes
for
I'm like-
breakfast, one for lunch, one as a breakfast
True.
sandwich.
It's the carb part of the meal.
Yeah. How toasty, what level toastiness do you like your bagels? Because I like mine like almost burnt, like toast the fuck
Like
out of
burn
that shit.
burn down the house.
Almost.
That's a great question. I also don't have a toaster, right? I haven't lived with a toaster
That's crazy.
in like 3 years.
Are you just
But
raw
I put
dogging?
it. I'm not raw dogging. Like honestly, at what cost? I put it in the air fryer.
Okay, ours technically, well, it's an air fryer / toaster oven, but it like we put it on the toaster setting
There you
to
go.
toast but it's probably the same thing as the air fryer.
I want it more toasted. I would say, like on a
Yeah,
scale of 1 to 10, maybe like
crunchy.
a soft 7.
Yeah, I'm like a hard 7, I think.
You're a hard 7. How about your
Yeah.
popcorn?
Oh, what are the levels of popcorn?
So fluffy and perfect is a 3 to 4.
Okay, that's what I like.
I like slightly burnt. I like a soft 7 too.
Really?
Yeah. I love
I
like the half
don't.
popped ones, like a little burnt. Oh, I love the Oh my
Really?
god, so good. Like give me the burnt ones. Not like the carcinogenic black ones.
Right,
I'm talking about
right.
like just like a
Like
little
a little crisp.
like a little crisp. Yeah.
We make popcorn every single night. Did we talk about this? I have a
Do
popcorn.
you do it in a popcorn like
I
the,
have a whirly pop.
the air one?
Yeah,
Is
it's,
that
like,
the
it's
air
called
one?
a whirly pop. So it's a little pan, and
Cute.
you like heat up the oil. We have like professional popcorn oil from the Amish country. Put a little of
What?
that in, and then you put the kernels in, and then
It's
you
really good
like
marketing.
It's got a handle, and then you like this, and it rotates the kernels
Shut
inside,
up.
and that keeps them from burning, and it's perfect. Just fluffy, delicious popcorn every time. And then we also have this Amish popcorn salt, this huge like
So
carton
wholesome.
of it.
I'm
it
sorry.
hol-
You have
it's pretty
Amish
wholesome.
salt?
Yeah, I'll send you pictures of it.
What's the
It's-
difference?
I don't know. It's yellow. It's like
I get my salt
colored.
from the sea.
Well, that's very fancy. I get mine from the Amish. It's like yellow colored though, so when you
Sea
put it on
salt.
your popcorn, it like makes. But it tastes. But the reason we were on Reddit. Jordan's like, I'm gonna figure out the secret behind perfect popcorn, and then people on Reddit were like, I worked at a movie theater. You have to buy this Amish salt. So,
Amish salt. Wait, I'm
good.
obsessed. Okay,
So
well,
good.
I'm gonna need to see you. You're gonna need to do a video of this because you know the ones that like you just put them in the thing and it goes, burr, and it's kind of like a vacuum. It's like a hand vac looking thing, and it just
Oh,
like
yeah.
falls from the top.
yeah, we
Oh
just
dang it! I don't know where mine is. I need to buy one again.
yeah.
I don't
There's
have
like
many
so many
things
options
right now.
We have like a Dutch oven pot that we use for like chili and stuff with a lid,
Amish.
and we used to make the popcorn in there because we didn't have the whirly pop. That was on our wedding registry. It was like one of the most important. And then we got this glass bowl that says popcorn on it. I'm like, we have like a
Cute.
full popcorn set. Like we eat popcorn every night.
You're
Like,
like,
there's
"We
a
have
piece on the
popcorn
floor
station."
right here. I'm looking
There
at
is?
it. Like,
Shut
yeah,
up!
wait, look. Because we always drop
No
it.
way.
Need to throw that.
Oh
away.
my god!
It was like embedded in the rug.
She didn't even put that there. That wasn't even a prop.
It wasn't even
that's
a
real
prop.
life popcorn.
I noticed
That's
it when I
hilarious.
pushed the table back to set up the computer. I was like, oh shit, we just vacuumed.
We
in here,
can't
too.
end talking about food
Oh,
because
yeah.
now I have to do my run and I'm
I'm
hungry.
sorry. Here, I'll change. Here's one.
Okay.
Change the subject. You won't want to eat after this. I'm just kidding. It's fine. you know
Back to
your
shit.
yeah, back to poop. Just kidding. You know your marathon training when you can't figure out which pair of shoes your inserts are in. I have custom inserts, and I switch between like all my different Hokas, and then sometimes I can't find where the inserts are. But I also haven't decided which shoes I'm
hilarious.
gonna wear for the race, guys.
Still?
I think I'm gonna do are they called the Cielo or the Cielo? Like the race
Spell
shoes.
it.
They were $300.
Use it in a sentence.
Cielo. Use it in sense.
What's the origin? Amish?
Spanish? Like
Celia.
for Sky, I'm thinking. So I have the
Not to-
Rockets
Okay.
from Carlos. Shout out to Carlos.
Shout out to
those were my old-
Carlos.
Love Carlos. That was my old race shoe like 2 years ago. So the first time I ever wore carbon shoes, it was the Rockets. And then Hoka came out with the Cielos like last year. And so I raced all year in them. Both great shoes. And then I have my Mach 6 that I like train in. And like I've been having ankle problems, as we know. We talk about it every episode. But the PT, she was like, send me a picture of you walking in each pair. And well, Michelle already knows all this, but I like sent her some videos of me walking in each pair. And it was just like the Mach 6 were the most stable, but then the like Rockets were a little less stable. And then the Cielos were really like, my ankle was just like, she's like, I'm just worried about you twisting your ankles and those. Cause I was just, but I think that's just how they are. They like rock.
And also you're on carpet, right? When you did it?
Oh yeah. When I sent it, that was dumb too. When I was on the video, I like was walking on the carpet. So obviously it's more unstable.
Hear me out. I think it's okay. Yeah. I like to envision you sending her the video with like you're on a catwalk and you have like music going and you're just like posing as you're walking in them.
She told me that. She's like, you should turn this into a reel. I was like, damn, right. That would have been good. But we still don't know. She's like, I'd prefer for you to wear the Mach 6, which like, I get why, but I'm like, that's not, I spent a lot of money on these shoes. I'm like, I have to wear them. And I raced in the Cielos last year, but I also, like if the rock gets more stable, like I don't know if the Cielo is going to hurt my ankle. And then I think I got her all upset because,
you started fighting
started
her.
Hurting.
You're like, listen, lady.
I know, right? No, I feel bad because, so the ankle started hurting a while ago, as we know. Yeah. Just like for
pre-Celio.
So I've only been wearing the Cielo like carbon plated shoes for a few of my speed workouts, but only within the last like month, right? Like I've only worn them like 4 or 5 times, like once a week. And I think
you were tipping before that.
I was. And I think she thought that the pain started after that. And I was like, no. The ankle's been hurting pre me wearing these on my, so I don't think that really has to do anything with the shoe. I think she's just, which I think she knows that, but I think she's just worried that the shoe might make it worse.
Yeah, she doesn't want to hurt you. She has to say that. Yeah.
Right. And she's like,
wait, I kind of want to try those.
Which ones? The Rocket or the Cielos?
Either. I need a new carbon and I want to get out of Nike.
Both good. The Cielos are like $20 cheaper. And I was trying to like find the difference on Google and I was kind of confused. I think the Cielos have a little more like bounce.
I'm going to hit up Carlos and see which ones he recommends.
Yeah, ask Carlos and get
just like give him an unsolicited description of my feet and be like, what would you recommend?
Send him pics.
My heel is this. Yeah. A little strut on the catwalk. He's like, I didn't ask for this.
But now today for my tempo run, I'm like, do I wear the Cielos or the Rockets and then decide?
Wait, your VO2 max, right? Your strides.
Yeah. My fartleks. Yeah.
Fartleks.
My fartleks.
Your farty
I don't know. We'll
licks.
See. I'll probably
what should I do today? Question. Should I do a marathon? Every time I've tried to do a marathon pace run in this training, there's been like a reason for it not to happen. Well, should I do one today?
How's the weather? Is there ice?
It's cold, but it's clear and it's not super icy. I think I can even get away without, I can like wear my road shoes. So I'm excited.
I feel like you should take advantage of the situation.
I know. I think I might.
How do you feel?
I think I feel pretty good right now.
All right.
I'm really tired. So if it doesn't happen, it's because of that. But okay. Anyways, side note. But when do you have to make the decision of the race day shoes? Are you wearing them today on your VO2 max?
That's what I was trying to decide. If I should wear the Cielos or the Rockets.
Maybe wear the shoe that you're more confident in. And if it doesn't work, then wear the other for race day.
It's hard. Because they're both good. And it's just like if my foot's less stable in the Cielo, I'm like, do I want to wear the Cielo? Because I don't want to hurt my ankle worse. But at the same time, I'm like, the ankle is going to hurt anyway. It's a marathon. You know, something's going to hurt. I don't think she like cares that much. I think she's kind of like, no, I get why you want to wear your carbon plated shoes. But I think she just kind of like, don't make it the wrong choice.
How many miles are on the Rocket?
None.
Oh.
They're brand new pair
Rockets
that Carlos sent. And the Cielos have like 10. I've worn them for like, well, that's not.
You're like 13 and a half.
Yeah. The exact. I've worn them once because the other ones I wore my old pair of Cielos. Yeah. So like the new pair of Cielos I've only worn once. But they're the same thing. Just a little more bouncy maybe.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous of carbon plated shoes. I really need a new pair.
Which
That
yeah,
would
get
make me
some.
want to do a speed workout today.
I should be more hype. Yeah, for my fart legs.
Wait, when are you going to do them? Right now?
No, after in the evening.
Oh, in the PM. Dang
In the
it. I
PM.
wanted to run with you at the same time.
Oh, that'd be cute. I kind of wish
6
it was right
hours
now.
away.
It's like it's it's been raining all fucking day. It's actually really nice. It kind of cleared up, but I think by the time I actually go out to run, it'll be raining again. So that's another reason I'm like, do I want to wear they're white. I can't be running in the rain.
Can't be
In
running
them.
in the rain.
Can you imagine if they get
No.
dirty before the race? Jesus.
Oh my God. Can you imagine with your, and your race day nails? You didn't tell anyone.
Okay, actually, it
They're-
looks like it might be clear until 5 p.m., so it
chrome.
might be okay. Blue chrome.
Oh, good. Blue
Didn't
chrome.
go with the
Bam.
pink because I was pink last time, but the blue, there is blue in my kit. And
It's
they're chrome,
perfect.
so they're shiny.
Yeah,
I love
'em.
chrome.
It's a perfect thing. And you're going to get your hair done before the race. Oh my God. It's 29 degrees outside. It's like not that
A
bad.
heat wave. Heat wave.
Bequa would say it's a heat wave.
What
Wow,
time is
Sunday's
the sunset?
64,
Wow.
Um,
Whoa. Wow, that's warm.
but raining. Sunset's at 6:56. How about,
Wow, it's late
California.
there. Do you
Really?
guys see the time change?
yes.
Okay. It sets fucking early as shit here. Let's see. It sets at
6 o'clock?
6:58. What time did you say?
Oh, 6:56.
Oh my God,
Okay.
cute. We
Setting
must be, like,
so much later.
Shut up. So much later. We're here 2 minutes later. We must be in like a similar position on the time zone. It's also a waxing gibbous. The moon is
That's my favorite.
getting
moon.
bigger. It's almost a full moon, guys. No,
Let's
waxing.
Let's look at the moon tonight together and think of each other.
That's cute. We're looking at the same moon. It's kind of cloudy.
When's
here,
the
though,
when's
but-
the new moon?
Well, it's
I'm
a
looking at my
waxing
app
gibbous,
like it's gonna show
so
me.
it's going towards a full moon. It's almost to a full moon. Oh my God, what if it's a full moon
On race
on
day.
race day?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm just kidding. Do you believe in that weird stuff? Like lunar?
Like,
I don't know if it's weird.
I
What
was,
does that mean to say?
my birthday's
What do you
on
call
the solar. No, sorry, my birthday's on the
The winter solstice.
the winter solstice.
That's cool.
So, of course, I believe in that. No, I'm just kidding. What
Are
is
you
there
a
to believe in?
A Sagittarius.
I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag.
Libras.
Cancer
Are you
moon,
really?
Cancer rising. Dude, this is the third
I
time
just
we've
guessed
talked about
Sag. I know.
horoscopes.
I always forget. I looked mine up. I like put in I was like,
You're
I
a
need to
water
know
sign.
Cancer. And I put in the thing for like, oh, I don't know. It was like, when's your time of birth? And then I had a whole chart and I was like, I don't know how to read this. And then I gave
Oh
up.
my God, I love it. You have to get the app I have. Even though
yeah.
we've talked about this. But the app, which like I get really excited about, CoStar.
I'll download it right now. I
And
want to
it's
know what
kinda
my
funny.
moons are.
Actually, shout out to Bart Yasso. If you're in the running community, you might know who that is. If any of the people in your contacts have the app, it shows you their profile. And some days it's like you and Bart have the same mood, or like you and Bart are really going through
my
it right now.
God.
I'm just like, shout out to Bart.
I have
We're really
a
going
lot
through
of
it.
people. Do you have I have like, I don't delete contacts. So I just have like random people from college, like projects that I've talked to once in my life that I'm just like, they're still in there. But it would be interesting.
Oh my God.
What?
You
What?
just reminded me of something.
me.
This is actually really good to share on the podcast before we get off. Because speaking of, oh God, I'm so embarrassed. So, like, I think I texted you this. Like when you
I think
have
maybe.
like somebody that you met maybe one time. And it's
Yeah.
like you save their name because it's like, it was actually Chem 2 or Calc 2
Yeah.
or something. Like I was trying to get like names of people and like put them in my phone for like a study group. And
Is
I
this
met
high
this
school or
girl.
college?
First
Okay.
day of college at Cal Poly. Slow. Shout out. I met this girl, Michelle, literally talked to her once because I ended up switching
Michelle?
classes. Michelle. Some
Love
would say
her.
my soul sister, but I don't know her at all. And I got her number and she's just been in my phone as Michelle something.
Mm-hmm.
And when I leave content ideas on my phone, I ask Siri to text Michelle or text me. And it knows who to text because I don't really text any other Michelles. And so I'll be like, hey, Siri, text
okay.
Michelle, like when you put on your shoes and it hurts a little bit, or I don't know, something weird. Yeah, you know where this is going.
No. Wait, what if this whole time you've been texting her, like for years? It's just like
For
you're just
years
sending
and years and years,
I
just like never knew where
all
those
your
content
content
ideas
ideas
were.
are going. This poor Michelle. Okay, continue.
And so I'll show it. You can see there's one text to a random person. I was typing in Michelle to find my content ideas, and I was like, wait a minute, why is this on a rogue text? It's blue and it says red. And the content idea said double dipping. When do you do it with someone? Question mark.
Did you
And
block
just
her?
like out of context, she read it. She didn't respond, as she shouldn't. But like, what video was I thinking about? But also like, it must have been like a conceptual thing. Like like how close of a friend do they have to be for you to double dip with them?
Fair.
When you get an appetizer.
Well, she didn't answer, so we still don't know. Do you think she has your contact saved, or do you think she just got a text from a random number and was like, oh? Because sometimes, if I'm texting someone like once, I don't save their number in a contact.
I mean,
so maybe
I hope she didn't save me.
that would be great. That would be the dream. The fact that she didn't. Oh my God, when was that?
I just like that I know she read it. Like what a
Yeah.
weird text to receive. This was November 10th at 7:49 p.m. May have been THC induced. Unsure. I think I was sober for that one. But anyway, yeah. So that's my life.
Did you
I think I
delete
would
her
double dip with you.
contact?
No, I still haven't.
So next time you're just gonna keep
Like,
doing
why?
it on accident. You'll be like, please text Michelle, and it's just gonna keep doing it. Oh
No,
my
I
God.
swear. Siri, when my phone is like getting a little bit old, I'll be like, text Dov, and it's like, text David dog sitter 25. And I'm like, no, text Dov. Text
I never
Da Vinci.
Mine-
I'm like, what?
like mine doesn't. I say hey Siri, and it doesn't do anything. So I don't know if it's broken. I have to like hold the thing to get her to react. I just
God.
don't use it unless I need to set a timer.
Just text someone else.
Did you? Did you text David dog sitter? Did you?
No, but I've definitely texted another dog
scared me.
sitter once saying something really weird. So I just need to like look out for that.
Maybe
Maybe that's
just-
the millennial in me.
Maybe you need to change your Siri settings to mine, where she just doesn't listen to you.
Yeah,
It's better that way. She just
yeah, it really
we
is.
live our separate
How am I going to
lives and-
document my ideas? I can't type it. At what cost?
That's true. I just put mine in the most chaotic note in my notes app. It doesn't make any sense. I'll open it and I'm like, what? It's all disorganized and
We should do like a notes episode one time too, where we just go over some of the ideas that we have that like we think are incredible.
yes. Mine's just all grocery lists and real ideas. So
Yeah, right. And sometimes they're like really intense, like texts. Actually, it's kind of funny.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
back
Like,
in the
draft
days where I
one
was
out.
dating, I'd be like breaking up with someone or something,
Yeah.
and be like, I'm just like really upset with how, and I'd like write it out. Like,
and then
send it.
I've done that like I think with the one I sent you yesterday, an email for somebody, and I like put it in my notes app too. Yeah, and I just never delete them. Actually, I did a little notes cleanup a couple weeks ago.
Oh, honestly,
I don't know why. I
when
just felt like there was a
after
lot.
tax season, maybe I'll do that.
It's
Because right now, at what
felt
cost?
good.
Actually,
It was what?
why don't we do a fun game before we get off? Because
Okay,
I'm
let's do it.
procrastinating this run and I need to get out there. Let's type in one word into the search and see what
Okay.
pops up.
Okay.
What's a word? How about
Has
like
to be like a common
serious? Oh,
I don't
how
have any.
about
Wait, let me see. I spelled it wrong. Okay, I
don't
do.
like serious radio? Oh, you do? Oh. Okay, what's yours?
It's from 2022, so I must have not cleaned. Okay. It was okay, I remember this. I did a post about watches like years ago, and I said 5 watches and you still have, and this is literally so funny because we just talked about this. 5 watches and still don't have time for the haters. And I said, but seriously, let's talk watches. And then I like broke it down.
Wait, I
Wow,
love
was so
that.
helpful.
Content. Okay, that's cute. Look at
Love
you with your
that.
serious content. Okay, I'm dying. I just pulled up the script that I wrote when I was like playing around with my ultra video that kind of went viral. And I like just kind of wrote some stuff out, and then I kind of like slightly followed this and then kind of just like improv
Right.
it. But like that part was, and then at mile 114, I stepped on a twig that protruded through my calf muscle and caused
my
a
God.
serious infection.
Oh,
Oh,
that's actually
memories.
memories. Wait, we should do another word.
I have
that was a
like
good word.
500 serious. Okay, one more. Your turn.
Oh God. Okay.
Blood.
Blood. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything.
The amount of notes that I have.
Oh,
with
wait,
blood
it's one
is
with
like
you.
actually upsetting. What?
Okay, we use the word bloodstream. We haven't posted that. Change it. We gotta change it.
Oh, okay.
I can't
By the way,
share
I'm
our
editing
ideas
that
to the world.
video. I'm editing that video right now. I'm almost done.
Yes.
Pantalones. I'm joking.
Definitely don't have that. How about light?
Light?
Yeah. Okay, I've got one. I just looked
Okay.
at my ring light. Okay, one of them it's in my list of real ideas, and I just put not being able to clip in at a light, like on my bike, which I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, did you post that one yet?
I think it was a while ago, and then I also did.
That's like the most relatable thing I can think of.
I did a grocery list, very small. What? Oh, sandwich bags, bug spray, chips, gummy worms, lighter, tuna, chapstick. I was going camping, I'm guessing, if I needed a lighter and tuna. Yeah, and gummy worms. The gummy worms is our hiking snack of choice. Okay, I was definitely camping that week.
Okay, I love
Anyway.
that. Mine are like way too serious. I found one. For my friend's bachelorette trip, we had to write down like some of our favorite memories of our friend Christy.
Oh, that's cute.
And number 3 was Christy kept a giant bag of sour gummy worms in her light blue Mitsubishi, and during lunch we'd pass it around and take a big bite out of it because Chico was 105 degrees and they all melted together.
Oh, it's just like a
It
wad.
was a big block of gummy worms.
Oh,
and
I love
like, we
that.
just passed it around and would take a bite out of it. And if that's not the most high school thing you've ever heard of,
That's
then
pretty
I don't know
high
what
school.
to tell you.
Especially the light blue Mitsubishi part. That's
Like
checks out.
Mitsubishi.
Very specific. Anyway.
All right. Well, that
Good
was
shit.
fun.
That was
And you have to
fun.
follow up on stories to
Yes.
say what race shoe you're going to
Oh, yeah,
select.
I need to do that. Well, by the time this episode comes out, I would have already ran. Crazy to think, right? You guys are hearing
God,
this is
so
like
crazy.
time traveling.
This really is.
Possibilities are endless.
I don't want to say
Yes.
anything because I don't want to
Don't say
jinx it.
anything.
Then I won't.
Yeah. You guys are just going to have
But it's
to wait
gonna
until
be
the
great.
next episode to find out, even though
Oh
you'll see it
my-
on Instagram.
Yeah, even though you're going to know before, but
Yeah.
pretend, well, we'll go into detail.
I'll go into deep detail every mile.
I
don't wanna do my
run.
Yeah, I don't really either. Mine's 50 minutes. I'm like, that's a nice run. And
Oh
it's,
my
like,
God, do I have
nice
something in
out.
my teeth?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I mean, the
hard to tell.
apocalypse.
Yeah.
Fine if it
No, you look
comes.
good.
Okay. Well, have a great rest of your day.
You
That's how I get off
too.
of all my work calls. Have a great rest of your day.
That's nice. I just say, I unmute myself because I'm usually just muted, and they go, bye.
Bye, guys.
And then that's my
Mine
contribution
are
to
always
the
like
call. Thanks,
one-on-ones.
guys.
Bye. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to you later, guys. See you on the back
See-
burner. I'm
Ooh.
just kidding. I've never said that before.
I was like, what the fuck?
Cool. All right. See you next
All right.
Tuesday, guys.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.